Have you ever wondered about the backstory of the Lion King's most infamous villain? What if I told you that Mufasa was warned about Scar long before the tragedy that shaped our childhoods? Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating theory, a royal confrontation that might change everything you thought you knew about the Pride Lands. This is the story of Scar's mother, Uru, and her desperate plea to Mufasa. Let's set this stage. The story we know begins with Mufasa as the wise and just king, and his brother, Scar, lurking in the shadows, consumed by jealousy. But what happened before this? Who were their parents? In the extended universe of The Lion King, particularly in a series of books called The Lion King, 6 new adventures, we're introduced to Mufasa and Scar's father, Ahadi, and their mother, Uru. And this is where our story truly begins. Uru was a queen known for her wisdom and her fierce love for both of her sons. She saw the light in Mufasa, the makings of a great king, but she also saw the darkness growing in her younger son, Taka, who would later rename himself Scar. The books paint a picture of a troubled family dynamic. King Ahadi, their father, often favored Mufasa, the heir apparent. This favoritism wasn't just about the throne. It was about attention, praise, and perceived worth. Taka was constantly living in Mufasa's shadow, feeling overlooked and undervalued by his own father. Imagine being a young lion, full of potential, but always being compared to your perfect older brother. Ahadi would often take Mufasa on royal duties, teaching him the ways of the kingdom, while Taka was left behind. This constant neglect and perceived rejection started to sow seeds of resentment and bitterness in Taka's heart. Uru, as a mother, would have seen this all unfold. She would have noticed the way Taka's playful spirit began to dim, replaced by a quiet, simmering anger. Now, let's imagine the critical moment, the confrontation. Uru, her heart heavy with a mother's intuition, approaches Mufasa. He's now the king, majestic and powerful, but to her, he's still her firstborn son. She finds him at the peak of Pride Rock, surveying his kingdom. The sun is setting, casting long shadows across the savannah. Perfect metaphor for the darkness she fears is growing within her own family. She might have started gently, reminding Mufasa of their childhood, of the bond he and Taka once shared. "Mufasa," she would say, her voice filled with concern. "I need to speak with you about your brother." Mufasa, ever the noble king, might initially dismiss her worries. "Taka is fine, mother. He has always been the friend." Uru would press on, her maternal instinct too strong to ignore. "No, my son, he is not fine," she would insist. "I see a shadow in his eyes that wasn't there before. Your father, he was hard on Taka. He made him feel second best, and that wound has never healed. Now that you are king, that feeling of being cast aside has only grown." She would describe the subtle changes she's observed: Taka's isolation, his sarcastic and cutting remarks, the company he keeps with the hyenas in the shadowy places. This is the core of the warning. Uru isn't just talking about sibling rivalry. She's warning Mufasa about a deep-seated psychological wound that is festering and turning into something dangerous. She would explain that Taka's jealousy isn't just about the throne. It is about a desperate need for validation and respect that he feels he has been denied his entire life. He doesn't just want power. He wants to prove to everyone, especially the memory of their father, that he is worthy. "You are the king, Mufasa," Uru would plead. "You have the power to heal this divide. Don't make the same mistake your father did. Don't push him further into the shadows. Reach out to him. Show him he is valued, that he has a place in your circle, in T's family. Give him a purpose, a real responsibility. Otherwise, I fear this bitterness will consume him, and he will do something terrible. Something that will shatter our family and this kingdom forever." How would Mufasa react? This is the tragic part of our story. Mufasa, for all his wisdom, is also proud. He's a king who believes in order, tradition, and the righteousness of his rule. He might see Taka's behavior not as a cry for help, but as a sign of disrespect and insubordination. He might believe that indulging Taka would be a sign of weakness. "I understand your concern," Mother Mufasa might reply, his voice firm but gentle. But Taka must learn to accept his place. The Great Spirit chose me to be king. It is his duty to support the throne, not covet it. I cannot reward his jealousy with power. That would set a dangerous precedent. He loves his brother, but he loves the integrity of the monarchy more. He believes in the natural order of things, and in that order, East-Akin and Scar is his subject. This is the fatal flaw, the tragic misunderstanding. Mufasa sees the problem through the eyes of a king, focused on rules and duty. Uru sees it through the eyes of a mother, focused on the emotional heart of her son. Mufasa believes Scar needs to learn his place. Uru knows that what Scar truly needs is to feel like he has a place at all. And so, Uru's warning goes unheeded. She would leave that conversation with a sense of dread, having seen the future but being powerless to stop it. Mufasa continues to rule justly, but he keeps his brother at arm's length, unaware that this distance is the very thing that fuels Scar's hatred. Every day that Mufasa is praised, every time Simba is celebrated as the future king, it's another twist of the knife for Scar. This theory adds an incredible layer of depth and tragedy to the Lion King. It transforms Mufasa from a flawless hero into a flawed, albeit noble, character who made a critical error in judgment. His failure wasn't one of malice, but of perspective. He couldn't see past the role of king to understand the pain of his brother. It also reframes Scar. While it doesn't excuse his horrific actions, it provides a powerful and relatable origin for his villainy. He isn't just born evil. He is a product of neglect, favoritism, and a desperate, unfulfilled need for love and recognition. His story becomes a cautionary tale about how family dynamics and emotional wounds can create monsters. Imagine watching The Lion King again with this in mind. The scene where Mufasa confronts Scar in the elephant graveyard takes on a new meaning. When Mufasa says, "You are my brother," you can almost hear the echo of their mother's plea. The final, tragic scene in the gorge becomes not just an act of betrayal, but the culmination of a lifetime of pain and a warning that was tragically ignored. Uru's confrontation, though not shown in the film, serves as the missing piece of the puzzle. It connects the dots between a resentful young lion named Taka and the malevolent villain Scar. It shows that the fate of the Pride Lands wasn't sealed on the day of the stampede, but perhaps years earlier, on Pride Rock, during a conversation between a worried mother and a proud king who could unsee the abyss opening up right beside him.